Hello everyone, this is Arafel playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and last time we came up the Doomed Castle and missed the last shield. So I'm going to see if I can try to find it now. I feel like if it was here, I would have seen it. So I've looked over the whole area, right? So nothing on the southeast side. Maybe something down there? Yeah, that's just a supply chest. Nothing in the northwest. Nothing in the northeast. Okay, level up, I'll take that. Yeah, this goes nowhere. So there might be something in the bottom left, but I don't know. It couldn't hurt to look, and I could use a little more experience. I think when I played this growing up, I would always fight every single monster and explore every nook and cranny of every dungeon, and by the time I got to about the ship, I think I was at max level. Okay, you can jump across this. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Okay, so the shield is not in the Pazuzu's Tower zone. I feel like I've seen the whole fire area, so I'm pretty sure it's not in here. I think I got to the whole ice area too, which you pretty much had to get through it. So maybe it was downstairs? And I didn't really look around the Earth zone much. So it could be there. And if it was there all along, I'm going to feel silly because of all the trouble I had getting petrified. So, not in the bottom left. The Minotaur there was just from coming upstairs and getting the arrow spell. Is there something here? Can't get across that. Okay, you can just barely do that. Yeah, stupid self-destructing ninjas. Just refreshers. Could it be in the bottom? It is in the bottom right. It was here the whole time. Okay. Alright, and here we have the Aegis Shield, which in addition to an extra plus T4 defense gives you Petrify immunity. Finally. So that's our final, final armor layouts, final resistance setup. You never get Earth resistance, you never get Drain resistance yourself. I think I saw somewhere the other three that no one ever gets. One is to reverse draining attacks, one is resist physical, and one is resist shooting, which resistance to shooting attacks wouldn't help you. Resist physical would. Yeah, and your protagonist never gets instant death immunity. Which is mildly annoying, but it's the way the game goes. Alright, so we just need to climb back up the tower and fight the final boss. But first, that's something I've been kind of having in my back of my mind is it feels like there's a number of things you don't actually have to get. Like some of these are plot items you're kind of stuck with whether you want them or not, but you don't need the Venus key if you're willing to skip the Venus shield. I don't think you need the mask or the mirror because those just let you see monsters, but you can still fight them. You do need the multi-key to get the grenades. You're stuck getting the Dragon Attack. You have to get the Libra Crest. You don't need the Gemini Crest. The Gemini Crest gives you a shortcut between Aquaria and Fireberg and lets you get to some extra supply items, but you never need it. Mobius Crest, of course, is required, and so are all the coins. Magic, you could probably skip a lot of this. I mean, Heal is in the false basin, it's right there, so you wouldn't not get it, but you can not get it if you feel like it, and then you just wouldn't be able to because you can't get back in there. Cure Spell you could skip, but why would you? Same with Life. Also Exit. Even if you're doing a speedrun, you have to fight through the battlefield to get it, but it saves you so much time later on that I think it would be worth it. Quake, not that useful, but it's only slightly out of your way, so I think you would get that. Same with Blizzard and Fire, they're slightly out of your way, but they're incredibly useful when you get them. Also Arrow. I don't even remember where Thunder was, but White Meteor and Flare are your powerhouse spells, and I would think if you're doing a speedrun or even a low-level game, you're going to mostly be using magic, so you want powerful magic. Armor, you'd probably get at least one of these for the fire resist, but might not bother for the others. Defense, you definitely want Gaia's armor for the sleep immunity, if nothing else. Ditto this for Petrify. You might skip the middle, and especially the early shields. Charm is basically useless. Magic Ring, does Silence even matter? Cupid Lock, you definitely want Confuse Immunity, though. And it's right there in Windia, you just buy it. Like, even weapons, you might skip some. Because, of course, you start with a sword, you're given the axe and the claw, and the bombs you all get is a matter of plot progression, but you can skip the Night Sword, you can skip the Battle Axe, you can skip the Charm Claw. You get this as part of the plot. You might not even bother with the other axes and swords, because if you're doing a speedrun or a low-level game, you're going to be mostly using magic. And magic, you want a claw. It doesn't even matter which one, really. So your other weapons don't really matter. You know, I've been doing not even a speedrunner, low-level game or anything, and I've been mostly using claw weapons, not normal attacks, except for the status of X front claws. Right, so you hookshot back across here. Dragon Claw down to this stops you, get some cure potions back. Yeah, and here it's just a straight shot back up the tower. Okay. Okay, now that the statue has done its thing, it no longer is interactable. It's a creepy looking area with creepy looking gobbles and a creepy looking Dark King. Actually, before we engage this guy, there is something I'm curious about. First of all, well, where does the exit spell put us? Okay, that's where I figured. Anyway, I've been wondering. Does it seem like I recall every spell having an offensive function? So let's come back to some of the weaker monsters and try Heal out, because obviously you can use Cure to damage undead monsters. You can use Exit to banish things. You can use Life as a death spell. But what about Heal? Let's just try it out on these and see if anything happens. That's a neat animation, and it just outright killed it. That did nothing. Let's try again. It probably just has a chance to fail. It looks like the slime is poisoned, and nothing's acting. So I guess it's just random status effects? Okay. It doesn't say what it's doing, though, which is kind of... yeah. I'm guessing the goblin that outright died got petrified. But it would be nice if the game said, okay, you inflicted poison, paralyze, whatever. It only tells you if it attempts to inflict something and fails because the enemy's immune. Still, that is interesting. You can use any spell offensively. I don't feel like there's enough time left in the episode to do the fight properly, and the ending especially, but I remember there being a particular glitch with this guy. Now you will serve me. I must share a terrible secret. That prophecy, ages ago I started that rumor. Okay, but why? Anyway, Dark King, pretty generic evil guy. Music's good though. Anyway. I remember this being a thing. Maybe you can hurt him a lot with the light spell, but your protagonist? He can do obscene amounts of damage with a cure spell. And there's a good reason for that. I don't think I completely understood it when I first played the game, but I think I have it figured out now, especially after trying to cure the Thanatos. How amusing. Is that all you can muster? So yeah, I'm like 99% sure that your curse spell scales with not just your magic power, but also with the target's max health. Oh, miss. Dark King has a lot of max health, and your protagonist, between the Dark King's max health and your protagonist's relatively low magic score, the amount of healing actually overflows. Although, it seems to have done actual healing there. Anyway, the point is the healing gets strong enough that it actually... I think it's an underflow, because healing is just negative damage, but it gets so negative it wraps around into positive and actually hurts him. But I'm not sure what happened there. I think he might have actually changed max health. So basically, at this point we're stuck finishing off with more conventional attack-type attacks. But yeah, that's basically what happens. Your cure gets so strong, it wraps around into damage. Phoebe cannot do that because her curing is so strong because of how high her magic is, that it wraps all the way back around into healing. Anyway, Dark King is looking a lot much generic now. But yeah, I think I need to burn through the healing I did in addition to however much health he's actually supposed to have. So, don't use the heal trick too many times, I guess is the lesson. But yeah, let's end this here. Next time, we'll actually fight the boss and beat him and see the ending. Until then, this has been Arafon playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I'll just let the music play for a bit.